Monster Hunter Wilds is the next big thing, and while we don't know much about it, we're here to piece together every shred of speculation, rumor, and possibilities about this new epic addition to the franchise. So, let's dive right into it. Here's my story speculation. The plot seems to focus on Nada, a young boy whose entire village was wiped out. His people, known as the Keepers, were under attack from a mysterious monster called the White Wrath. This tragedy pushes the guild into action, aiming to uncover the truth behind these attacks. Now, let's talk about the probably new combat system. First of all are the weapons. As mentioned in the beginner's guide to Monster Hunter Wilds video, new players will now be less overwhelmed by the total of 14 weapon classes in the game. The reason for that is because our handler will help us figure out what weapon will be suited the most. From there, we'll have less of a headache when it comes to picking the right weapon. And how can we not talk about the focus mode and wound system? The focus system was already a thing in the older games, which I find extremely janky and useless. But that changes in Wilds. It's actually pretty helpful and much needed, because they introduce an in-depth system for wounding the monster. With focus mode toggled on, we'll be able to see clearly where the monster wound is. Then we can utilize our weapon to do massive damage to it, making it an ease when taking down giant monster. Speaking of giant monster, all the monsters in the game will have an alpha variant. They aren't just bigger, they are tougher and smarter. I think upon defeating an alpha, it will drop items or materials that are only exclusive to it. Or maybe it just has better drop chances than normal one. But I mean, that's pretty boring if they did that, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Also, did I forgot to mention that pilot goals have voices now? This really caught me off guard, because I thought the devs would make them go meow meow like older games. But this time, they can speak full sentences. While some love this new quirk, others find it annoying, which includes me. Thankfully, there's a setting option to turn their voices off. Whether you want a chatty cat or a silent companion, it's up to you.
The two of you make a pretty good team.
You can always trust me to have your back.
And don't forget the new open world gameplay, with the full map be viewable in 3D or 2D. Also, I think the transition between each area or biome will be seamless and not limited like Rise or World. And because it's an open world, I think the distance you must travel will increase tenfold. That's where the mounting system comes into play. Although we already had this type of system in Rise, who knows, we might have some combat elements related to our mount. Will our mount carry hunting resources for us like a chest? Also, what if we travel too far from the village or a safe spot? I think that's where the portable system comes into play. Like in the game's trailer, we saw that we can have portable camps and cooking pots. So there might be no worry in constantly going back and forth between the hub and the wilds. Also in the trailers, we can see traveling with a blonde woman. The game said her role was a smithy, so she might offer crafting and upgrading on the go. Maybe she carries a portable anvil with her. We just don't know yet. Now let's talk about multiplayer. The game also mentions multiplayer like the older series, but this time, if you prefer offline play and have no friends, okay, I'm sorry, you'll be able to summon 3 NPCs to fight along your side in a tough battle. No guarantee that the AI will be smart enough to provide any support at all, but I mean, it's better than none. And that's everything we might see in the Monster Hunter Wilds. A mix of familiar mechanics and fresh ideas, seamless exploration, smarter combat, and who knows what else. Got your own theories? Please drop them in the comments. Until then, happy hunting in the wilds.